Like, listen to how that sounds. It sounds so freaking good. Dude, that is so good. Oh my god. Today we're going to be trying out the new Chromatic plugin by Lander. Chromatic is Lander's first attempt at making a loop-based synthesizer, and if you're not familiar with loop-based synthesis, they allow you to trigger different samples with different notes using MIDI. Some other notable sample synths are going to be Arcade by Output and Studio by Studio Linked, which I do have videos on if you go check those out. Now this video is sponsored by the guys over at Lander, but as always, it will not change my opinion, and it'll be my 100% honest review. Now Chromatic is a subscription-based service, but when you do pick it up, it also comes with the all-access pass to Lander.com. Hey, it's Future Brett here. I kind of made a mistake when saying this part here. I said that once you get the Chromatic subscription, you also get the all access pass. I actually had that flipped around. That's on me. I just didn't read it correctly. Once you get the Lander.com all access pass, it comes with the Chromatic subscription, not the other way around. Okay. My bad. Which includes mastering, distribution, Lander effects, VocalLine Project 5, and more for just $9.99 a month or $149.99 for the whole year. But not only that, click the link down in my description and use the code to get 30% off your next purchase. This is an affiliate link, so whenever you do use it, you'll be helping me out directly, so thank you for that. And if you are still unsure about the Chromatic plugin, you can download it for free right now to try it out. Alright, now with all of that out of the way, how I judge plugins like these, I look for a few different things. One, most importantly, is going to be the variety and quality of all the samples, because I mean, hey, that's why we're here. 2 is integration and playback with your DAW. That seems kind of self-explanatory. 3 is UI and ease of use. How does it feel to maneuver around the plugin, and can anyone pick it up and start using it? That's what I'm looking for. And finally, number 4 is going to be the features and effects. How many options do we have to manipulate our samples? Alright, so here is the Lander Chromatic plugin right here. And obviously you can see I've already got a set lined up here, but if this is your first time opening up the plugin, you won't have any sets downloaded. And it's as simple as hitting view downloaded sets, where we've got our individual sets right here, which you can go through and check out some of these out, like the preview. And this one's already ready to go. Like I can hear like a Lil Baby type beat off of this one, or like a Juice WRLD type of melody. And then some really different sets, like hip hop beats just for the drums. It almost kind of sounds like the porn. Never mind. And then even a set based around rap vocals.
661, whoever that you know, get bodied and rolled off the hip like judo.
Which for here, honestly, might be kind of cool to slap on one of your beats. Just to be able to hear like a rapper on your beat always feels really nice. You know, it's always cool to find like vocals you can put inside of your beats. But not only that, we can go over here to moods and get a certain vibe that we're trying to go for, like chill vibes, and then some other stuff over here, like Alive is more live sounding instruments like guitars, pianos, basses, horns, and strings. So I like that tab a lot. But once you find one that you like, you can go over here and click on it and then just start previewing stuff again. Like this cinematic trap one is just so good. Like it's exactly the kind of vibe I'm trying to go for today. So today we will be using the cinematic trap set. So good. Okay, so we can start laying down some of these lines right here. Whenever I'm using a plugin like this, I like to make the entire melody loop first. So what that could mean is I'll build out the entire 8-bar intro, like a 16-bar verse, and then an 8-bar hook. Just so everything feels more fluid and we can take full advantage of the plugin before even starting our drums. Now these two right here are gonna be my main melodies over here. So let's pull these back on over and start doing the verse. Like that one. It's not getting in the way of the other melody, so I think if I offset that a little bit, that'll be perfect. All right, but now I think I'm gonna want something different for the next half over here, the next 8 bars of the verse. We can even do that over here. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Here's the really cool thing about plugins like this, right? I want there to be something different in the next 4 bars. I want to constantly be adding sounds here and there, even if it's only very small sounds, right? So maybe something like this. Or this one even. Very tucked in the background, so let's see how that sounds now. Okay, and then now let's add something a little bit more like this. And then I want to drop some stuff out right here. Oh, okay. So I think that these B and C are supposed to be layered, right? These are the more like the bassy notes. Did I say bassy? Anyway, and then these are gonna be like the more high mid-tone ones. more distortion. Cut that out. That way we have some more build for our hook we're about to go into over here. That is the beauty about using plugins like this, right? Because I know that a lot of people don't necessarily enjoy using loops and they think that it's cheating. But if you look at this, look at the amount of melodies that we have and combinations that we can make. There's just so many possibilities to getting a unique melody out of everything. So don't be afraid to shorten notes here, make them a little bit longer, drag them into the very next couple of bars like I did right over here. One other way to make our melody more unique is to add black keys. Each one of these sharp keys are going to be a different way to manipulate our sample. And this is really where I feel these plugins change the way that we look at sampling. So this black key right here is going to be a reverse. So let's try laying that down. And that sounds really freaking good. And this cluster of black notes right here are going to be freezing the notes. Go over here, place down a note and see how it does. Or even up a little bit faster. And even a little bit faster. The next couple over here is going to be double time and half time. Let's try out some half time over here. Double time. That could definitely be used. That could sound pretty good. And then over here we've got plus 1 octave. And then down 1 octave. Which that sounds really good. I might actually leave it right there. But not only that, you can combine different black notes to get some really unique effects. Like here's gonna be the reverse and then the down 1 octave. Like listen to that. Just listen to that, it's so good. Okay, so I think that I built out my melody a little bit more. I put some more black notes in different places over here and actually created this hook right there. And then some more changes that I made for the black keys are going to be right here. The reverse is just so good here. I could not use it. Come back in for the normal part right there for a little bit. Have the drums going. And then one little thing over here, taking out some sounds for right before the hook. Down an octave. That way that's the drop for the hook is more impactful. See, it's going to bring in that energy. So I'm going to leave the melody right there. I'm actually really happy with the loop that I created. So in addition to those black keys, we do have a few other ways here to spice up our melodies. Chromatic comes with its very own effects built into the plugin. So if you don't have any fancy effects plugins yourself, you can still find ways to improve your melody. Alright, so now back inside of the Chromatic plugin over here, we've got 4 different kinds of effects. We've got a filter, lo-fi, reverb, and delay. So you guys all know my opinion on filters. I don't really use them all that much, but going over here, we can control everything by using this knob right here, putting it left, right, up, and down. And you can see it actually has a display on what it's actually doing over here. And you can also automate all of these knobs. So if you want to do some filter sweeps, you can definitely do that. Next is going to be the lo-fi tab, which we do already have ticked on. See, this is off. You can obviously tell the difference there. Next is going to be the reverb. And now the more that I move this, the more you can see the little circle right here start to pulsate, right? So up here is going to be a larger room, and then there's going to be a very narrow, small room. And now for the delay. Each line is going to be symbolizing how fast the delay is going to be. Over here is 1/16th, 1/8, 1/4, 1 second, and so on. All right, sorry, 1/2, and then so on. And then honestly, if you can automate this knob, which you can, in the proper locations, it makes it sound like a tape delay, which sounds really freaking cool. Like right there, listen how cool that sounded. And then like the laser effect by going back down. And then over here, you've got your effects mix, so you can turn down everything like that. And then the output of the sample itself. Honestly, very, very cool. Now that we've built out our melody and gone through the features and effects, we can continue on with our beat. Now I want to take the entire melody loop that we created and built out the entire track before even starting the drums. I know, I'm making you guys wait a long time for the drums on this one. And the reason for that is I want to bounce this melody to an audio file. But once I do that, I have no opportunity to make changes to it. Gives us a ton more variety as opposed to just bouncing it to an audio file right now. So I can just go over here. I'm probably not gonna want the intro again, so I can just put this right here, chop it off right there. And then actually for the first part, we're gonna make this one unique. And then over here, I think that I won't have that part yet. And now I've got a little bit of variety here. Even for a whole other bridge, you can knock out all this stuff right there, bring this back on over, and then add the reverse for the entire hook. And you know, because why not? Why wouldn't we do that? That's the wrong one. Here we go. Like, listen to how that sounds. It sounds so freaking good. And then we'll bring back in the normal hook right over here. right there. That'll be perfect. Okay, awesome. Really cool. Consolidating the entire track, the whole 80 bars, okay? And while we're waiting for that to export, it's a perfect time to hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. All right, now that we are all done, we have our melody loop right here. And as you can see right here, it's going seamlessly. Perfect. It sounds so good. Everything is working flawlessly. All right, and then why not? Let's slap down some drums over here. Quick little drum pattern today, nothing crazy. Riser, but not only that, let's open up another instance of chromatic over here. We can go into the moods and find some different types of sounds over here. Like haunted vocals, very strange. So obviously it's gonna be more for like textures, right? Not actual vocals. I like that. I'm gonna leave it. That sounds really freaking good. But once again, gonna go over here and hit time selection for consolidating this track, and we're gonna have that bounce to an audio file. So now that I've got this over here, we can just start peppering in little things like this. Dude, that is so good. Oh my God. Honestly, this turned out so freaking good. This turned out so good. Okay, so now that we've got our beat all laid out, while we're already on the topic of Lander, so as I did mention before, once you get the Chromatic subscription, you also get the All Access Pass to Lander.com. Once again, want to say that you do not get the All Access Pass just for getting the Chromatic subscription. It's actually the other way around, so don't expect to get the All Access Pass just for getting Chromatic. But still use the code though. That still works. That means that you can get your beats mastered and even distributed if you choose to do that. So let's take advantage of that mastering right now. So I will be exporting this WAV file over here. Go to lander.com, new, go and find the beat that we just made. Just wait for it to upload right here. Once it's done doing that, it'll start processing it. This part may take you a few minutes actually, so how you guys doing? So here, I doubt you guys will be able to hear this because I'm using an interface, and unfortunately, I don't have my routing hooked up to my screen recording for this. But you do have some options over here where you can change from the original to the master and back again, all with the volume matching, so you can not just hear the raw changes from the mix. You can upload a reference track, but I don't want to do that. Wait for that to download, and now we can put that to FL Studio and compare the two so you guys can actually hear what happened. So we've got our two tracks right here, our unmastered version, and then the version mastered by Lander.com. I will be alternating between the unmastered and the mastered by Lander edition to see the difference. Both match to the same volume, so you can just hear the raw difference between the two. So going through our checklist here, let's see how the Chromatic plugin holds up. So most importantly, the variety and quality of the samples. I think they're fantastic. Tons of samples, especially for being such a new service with a lot of variety between them. Number two, how is the integration and playback with your DAW? Now, at first, I was a little bit concerned that some of the melodies were falling out of sync and out of tempo with my track, and that it would reflect in the final beat. But once you bounce it to an audio file, it plays back flawlessly. Like it is really, really smooth. So really, there is no problem there. Moving on to number three is UI and ease of use. It felt like it was made very well and took a lot of time to make. And I really do feel like anyone can pick up this plugin and get familiar with it pretty easily. All right, finally, number four is features and effects. Between the black notes and built-in effects, you're always gonna have some ways to spice up your melodies. So this plugin checked off all of my boxes, and I can honestly say I can recommend this plugin. It's a very, very well-made plugin. And again, if you're still not convinced, you can go and download this plugin for free to try it out before committing to something like a monthly or yearly subscription. So go click the link down in my description and use the coupon code to get 30% off your purchase. And thank you guys so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.